Hello everyone. This is my 4th week in a row uploading a video on time. And yes, I'm as surprised as you are, seriously. This week I was going to be posting a video about the Royal Television Society Awards that I attended last night. But there was a bar, so the video didn't really, pan out how I wanted it to. Luckily for you though, today I finished working on my Semester 2 documentary, so that's the video I'm going to show you today. I just wanted to give you a bit of information about it before I showed it to you. The film is called Porcelain Protectors. It's about the cat statues that are all around the roofs of York. We got to talk to some really interesting people, but most importantly, we filmed a lot of cats. I mean, seriously, there are so many cats in this video. And that is why I've got a challenge for you. I want you to watch the video and tell me how many different cats there are. Whether they're made of stone or glass, big or small, I want a number. I want you to tell me how many there are. I already tried looking for the answer and I'm pretty sure I know. But whoever comes closest will win a £5. Yeah, that's right. You will win £5 of my hard-earned student loan cash. If you want to be eligible to win this cash prize, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and post a comment down below letting me know how many cats you think there are. I'm only going to keep entries open until next week, so make sure you get in there quickly. But that's enough from me. Enjoy the video, good luck on the competition, and I will see you next week. York is one of the UK's most popular tourist cities. Thousands of people come from around the country to see this historical city's fantastic sights. However, York's residents remain blissfully unaware of the history all around them, and this is particularly true of York's Cat Trail. Currently, it's #1 attraction. Spread around the rooftops and buildings of the city, the cats are said to have been placed there to protect and give luck to the city's residents. We went to talk to Maria, manager of York Glass, the shambles shop that operates the Cat Trails tour.
A lot of customers come in and say lovely things about the shop and say it's one of the most interesting shops they've seen. It's a good way of looking around York if you don't know York, or even if you do know York. We mostly walk around town looking down and running around doing your things, so it's nice to go different perspective, isn't it? It's really popular with people with children, but not just people with children do it. People come in for a weekend and they've looked it up on the internet and then they'll go around and do it. It's a very diverse group of people. We looked it up and there was a cat trail that had been done by somebody called Cats in York, but they didn't really promote it and they were really happy with us doing this one, and it's been going for a year and it's just grown in popularity. We're not just another clothes shop or just another gift shop, it's something completely different, which is why we've done so well, I think, because we're completely unique and individual.
What do you know about the history of the cats in York?
We know they were put up to help to scare away rats and mice during the plague, and generally they were thought of to be good luck. People in the olden days used to actually bury live cat, not living, but their dead cats into the walls of their houses, and that was thought to be bring good luck on the house.
In the 14th century, the Black Death arrived in England and it originated in the Far East. This is the body of Lionel Elliot, who was the youngest son of Sir Thomas Elliot, groom of the bedchamber to King Charles II. A letter survives in the National Archives, written by a plague chemist in London, who writes to Sir Thomas Elliot, Esquire, explaining how to identify plague symptoms. It arrived on the south coast on a ship, and by the end of 1349, between a third and half of the entire population of England was wiped out by the epidemic, including 2 priests who were chantry priests in a chapel in this church. Regular services haven't been held in this church for a good number of years. The church is in the care of the Churches Conservation Trust, the national charity that cares for historic churches that are no longer used for regular worship, although as a consecrated building, 3 are held per year, 2 on Trinity Sunday and a very cold, dark Advent carol service.
My interest really is in glass making, and then with the idea of doing the cat trail and then obviously making lucky cats and it just works so well and it all goes together. Showing people the process of making what they're going to buy, people find really interesting. Start off with a 4mm rod and build up a ball of glass in the middle by melting it in the flame. The flame gets up to about 1,500 degrees. Make the body by using gravity really to manipulate the shape. Then add on the legs and the tail, and then move on to do the head, the nose and the ears. To stop it cracking, it needs to be cooled down as slow as possible. So you start by using different parts of the flame to cool it down. Then putting it into the vermiculite. The vermiculite acts as an insulator, keeping it warm to cool it down slowly. It adds a bit of theatre to retail, that's what I think. And the cat trail's free, and you can do the cat trail or buy a lucky cat or come to the shop. It's fun to do. Competition in the Evening Press to find one of York's real lucky cats, and I had lots of entries and people entered in telling me the story of their cat, and I chose one story of this cat Gordon, and he's had quite a hard life, and the woman who owns him was sure he used to be a ship's cat, so hence the reason the sculpture of him has got an eye patch, and that's the artist's interpretation of him being a ship's cat and living at Sand's End by the sea, and it's fantastic. I think it's the best cat on the trail now.
These porcelain protectors have been watching over the city for centuries, silently protecting the city's residents through some of the hardest periods in English history, or so we thought, until it was discovered that just like the rats and mice, it was the cat's fleas that brought the Black Death into York's homes.